Welcome to Chicagoland Speedway qualifying underway for the StackUp.org Truck Series, part of the Sidewinder Racing Leagues. 69 of J Munch heading out on his get up to speed lap. We did remember to do that, but thank you, JR. Got it all situated, ready to roll for tonight. It's like the 10 of Bill Rivard, first one on a timed lap. Homestead winner to start the season. Always the best way to start a season, then you don't have to worry about anything else. You don't have to worry about the next 9 races. You're locked in as long as you start the race. Bill goes to the top with a 31.43. Laps starting to come in. Cody Brown now top of the board. John Deere Toyota. Nothing runs like a Deere. Except maybe a Toyota with Deere on it, right? Rivard's second lap. Top of the charts. 31.06. The number 10 Live Wire Mountain Dew Silverado. Cody Brown not able to beat him, so Bill Rivard, temporary pole sitter. Chris Alkire on his second lap, coming to the line. Alkire bumps up to a 31.33. Richard Hurst out on track at 22. Tanner now goes P2 as Cody Giles goes to the top of the board. Giles already off track, can't even show him to you. He got out quick. Ethan Evers currently in P7. Drops to 8th as Quinn Newton gets ahead of him. Quinn Newton now P7. Ethan Evers P8. Hurst puts down a 31.25. That gives him 14th place. A few late qualifiers. There's Mike Edwards coming out. Mike Edwards currently P20, but see what his second lap can do. Goes to 4th. Mike Edwards jumping up into a top 5 starting spot there. Justin Mons coming across for his second lap. Mons will go P3. Puts his 41 truck up in the 3rd spot. Oh, beat Army? I mean, maybe Army. You know how they be. Llewellyn currently in 22nd after his first lap. TJ Floyd goes to 13th. Llewellyn, 31.12 puts him in 11th. Blake Giglio's first lap puts him 23rd. 31.49. See if Giglio is able to get it done on lap number 2. Looks like 3 trucks opting to start without a qualifying time. Karsten, Hoytsma, and JR Deal. Keep that in mind when his 22 Army truck passes him. Blake Giglio P2. Blake takes that truck to the 2nd spot right at the end of qualifying. Just 15 seconds left. No one else is going to get a time in that counts. So,
like, that's why we hate you.
23 trucks taking a time out of the 26 registered for the event. Qualifying going to wind down, and we're going to get this thing underway. And there's the checkered flag on the qualifying session. Your pole sitter. It's going to be the 7, Cody D. Giles. Definitely some quick times out there. And I'm picking up that you are Richard Hurst, Southern Broadcaster 2. Waiting for
Thank you, boy.
130 laps, 70% fuel, 3 sets of tires. Have a good race. Good luck.
Have a good race and good luck. Chicagoland Speedway is where this one's from. Fast times at Ridgemont High. Well played. Let's jump on board. Start get through our starting lineup. Although we're missing a couple of the top 10 trucks. Waiting for the 41 to get on track. Then we can start rolling through here. There he is. On the pole, number 7, Cody Giles takes the pole for this race from Chicagoland Speedway, starting alongside Blake Giglio in the 16 CTC Toyota. Tanner Now, welcome back to the series. The PPG Blaney Ford truck will be starting in the 3rd spot. Justin Mons, the Autism Awareness Maconi Setup Chevrolet, will be starting in the 4th spot. Bill Rivard, Mountain Dew Livewire Chevy, rolls off 5th. Mike Edwards, Forward Screen Printing Toyota, starts in 6th. Cody Brown's John Deere Toyota, 7th. Jay Munch in the Raptor Chevy starts in 8th. Lucas Hoyts with CTC Toyota starts 9th. Quinn Newton's Low Drag CTC Chevrolet rolls off 10th. Ethan Evers, Virtual Source LLC, Fort Worth Screen Printing Toyota rolls off 11th. Daniel Llewellyn's Labor 12 CTC Chevy in 12th. Ian Montrose, the Monster Ford Hoonigan Group, rolls off 13th. Jake Lawrence, Swiss Army Hello, Jake from State Farm Toyota rolls off 14th. TJ Floyd, 76 Operators.GG Chevrolet rolls off in 15th. Mayhew Jr. in the, I believe that is the red spoilers with the infantry blue and gray on there, 29th. Very patriotic looking. He'll be rolling off in the 16th spot in his Toyota. Zach Margerson, USA Firearms Lordco Ford, rolls off in the 17th spot. Cliff Mullins, Race 22 Spit and Venom Podcast Chevrolet, rolls off 18th. Richard Hurst, and what he deemed a Army truck, rolls off in 19th. Billy Davison rolls off in his Chevrolet from 20th. Scott Elston, 21st in his Traxxas Toyota. Chris Alkire in the Navy Ford starts 22nd. Will Asherbrenner in the Fort Worth Screen Chevrolet rolls 23rd. J.R. Deal Swiss Army Toyota 24th. Dave Hoytsma in the Black Rifle Coffee Chevy 25th. And Hunter Carson shotgun on the field in 26th. As we are green flag in the air. And Cody Giles leads us down through turns 1 and 2. Tanner Now trying to jump from the 3rd spot, take over 2nd from Blake Giglio. Giglio now gets a strong run to the high side. Going to try to get back alongside Cody Giles. Chuck's fan out across the front stretch. Giglio to the lead on that high outside line through 3 and 4. Oh, Daniel Llewellyn's gone around. Cliff Mullins is flipping up in the air. We have
someone was inside of you?
our first caution.
You have to be kidding me.
Y'all fucking suck.
Well, anger. What happened here?
Yeah, it's good to be back. I miss this so much.
Hey, Party.
TJ,
Can we get a BAC on Llewellyn?
is that TJ and Llewellyn coming together? 23 and a 49. Llewellyn just starts drifting down right into the 49. Very strange move out of the 23. Just comes down into the TJ. Then several trucks going up and over the 55, 37, and I couldn't even tell who that last one was. It got so high in the air. Is that the 22 of Hearst? No. Who was that? Yeah, it's a 68 of Jake Lawrence. Yeah. 68 of Jake Lawrence. Went way up into this guy. Now it's hard to tell who's actually angry and who's just being silly at this point. Let's see if we can go with Jake Lawrence here. Ride the onboard. It's not going to be a very fun ride. Oh my gosh. Hope you don't get sick easy. Ouch. Tough ride for the 68. Let's see if we can jump on board with the 22 at Hurst. He makes it through this. Oh, he got a little piece of Llewellyn, but fared much better.
Very dizzy now after that.
Fared much better than the other drivers did. Heard Martin say he's dizzy. Let's ride on
I
board.
take it you were the one that flew through the air.
There were 3 that flew through the air.
I have a VR headset on for the first time ever, and I rolled like 9 times to a catch fence.
Oh my gosh.
Shit, I bet that was an experience.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that in VR would be terrible. Yikes. Here goes your dinner? Yeah. Oh, a lot of trucks to pit road. Not the way you want to start a race. Blake Giglio did show off that the racing here is a lot of fun. Pulling off that high line move to get the race lead through turns 3 and 4. Chicagoland, usually a multi-groove track where you can have options. Yeah, I will never wear VR. Just flat out, no, not doing it. I get sick when it doesn't wreck. Imagine me in a wreck. Oh man, that would be awful. Lights are out on our iRacing sedan pace car after we took several looks at that first lap accident, kicked off by Llewellyn and TJ Floyd getting together. You're too old for VR. Well, Bandio runs VR. I just have motion sickness, so I couldn't do it. If I'm not driving a car and I'm in a car, I will get sick. I may not throw up everywhere, but I will feel awful. Bandio's too old for VR. Well, he does it. Lights are actually on our pace car still, so we'll have at least one more lap. Guess the angle that looked like it was turned off. If I'd known that, I would have pulled Blake up here and gave him a chit chat. Now the lights are out on our iRacing pace car. Who knew iRacing was in the business of making cars? But here we are. A teammate puked running mods at LA Coliseum. Oof. Blake Giglio now going to be the control truck on the inside. That's silver and purple Toyota. Leading Cody Giles on the outside. Tanner now, Cody Brown. Bring our checker back now that we're not doing our starting lineup and replays. Let you guys know where the top 20 are running anyway. Can split it and tell you the last 6 trucks. Not sure if Margerson's coming back in the race or not. He's showing out at the moment, 4 laps down. Jake Lawrence, Cliff Mullins, both 2 laps down. Everyone else on the lead lap, 23rd one up. We get set for the restart. Pace car makes that beautiful left turn off the track. And Blake Giglio wastes no time getting back in the accelerator. Quickly back up the gears for Blake. Brings his teammate Tanner Nowell up to 2nd. Cody Giles falls to 3rd. Cody Brown left fighting with the 41 of Justin Mons. Couldn't get a fast repair. Brutal. Mons and Brown battling for the 4th spot. Brown up high, Mons down low. Mike Edwards trying to make it a 3-truck battle. Giles, meanwhile, trying to get a bead on the 12 of Tanner now. Gets his nose inside the 12. Edwards and Mons side by side behind them. Racing all over this racetrack. Giles going to try to use the low line. 16, Blake Giglio is going to try to help his teammate in the 12.
Stop that.
Give him a little bit of draft, try to get the advantage down the straightaway. Door to door coming off of turn number 2. Got very close. Have sound commands off for the broadcast, but well remembered. Now we're 2x2. Up front is Cody Brown. Briefly got to the inside of Tanner Nowell. Now holds on to the second spot. We got a 5-truck breakaway up front. Cody Brown now under attack from Mike Edwards in the 14. Can't remember if it was season 1 or 2, but Mike Edwards at this track had a huge lead in the truck race. Incident with a lap truck took him out of that one. He's been searching for redemption here ever since. I believe that was season 1. Give you perspective, we're in season 5 now. Been a while. Edwards has the most starts in Sidewinder history, currently at 238 with this race. Next closest driver is 202, now 203 with Lucas Hoitzman. Hoitzman currently riding in the 9th spot, back-to-back defending champion of this series. This 5-truck breakaway just kind of putting laps in at the moment, it seems like. Nearly the whole top 10 single file, and now is as Quinn Newton clears the bumper of the 27 of Hunter Carson. Carson now under attack from the 22 of Richard Hurst. Hurst trying to go the long way around. See if he gets enough draft, then he will. That'll put Hurst up to 11th. Yeah, I heard that Cook Compare didn't work for you for some reason. Zach, that's weird and dumb. Giglio out front. Teammate Tanner Nowell right behind. Cody Giles, part of the Red Spoilers crew, in 3rd. Cody Brown 4th. Mike Edwards 5th. And Justin Mons making his debut riding in the 6th spot. Them. Evers and Alkire battling for 7th spot. Just ahead of Lucas Hoitzman, the 97. Seems the Highline preferred way to go right now. Evers stuck down low is going to lose the spot to Alkire and the 97 of Hoitzman. Evers still wanting to run low. Alkire getting up out of the groove. We're going to go 3 wide. Oh my goodness. That got tight. Now we're just 3 wide again. Quinn Newton deciding better at that move. Probably smart. So that'll move Hoitzman up to the 7th spot. They've got a ways to go to catch up to the top 6. Evers and Alkire battle. Top 6 all single file. Pulling away from this battle for 7th, 8th, and 9th. Evers going to try to use the short way around. Still not able to clear the 43 of Alkire. Alkire keeps that Navy forward wound up on the top side, gets a good run down the backstretch. Inevitably, the Highline, while you can drive up there and have some really good battles, will wear your tires out. You don't want to stay up there for too terribly long. At least before you have to, anyway. Now Quinn Newton looking to get 9th spot away from Christopher Alkire. That got very tight. It's going to cost Newton the spot as Richard Hurst goes to his outside. Hurst now up into the top 10. He sees that Navy truck, and we heard him in chat saying he wants to pass him. Army-Navy battle here between the 22 and the 43. Hurst gets on by the Navy truck. Sure, he'll be happy with that. Quinn Newton gets by as well. Newton up into the top 10, trying to get ninth back from Hurst. Rev says he quits. '54 Davison digging on the bottom. He gets by Alkire. Alkire falling back to 12th now. Bill Rivard, the Homestead winner, catches up to this battle. Oh, a little door-to-door contact between Davison and Alkire. Davison tried to get the corner entry. Davison has to pinch down on corner exit. It's going to let Bill Rivard get to his outside, keep the momentum going. I believe Davison's going to slide up in front of him here. Rivard with the crossover. There it is. Rivard gets by Davison, starts working on the 43 of Alkire. Things up front, still single file. Only change, Cody Brown's gotten by Mike Edwards. That was for the 5th spot. Davison has to check up big time to stay off the back of the Navy forward, and that's going to get him in danger of getting passed by Hunter Carson and the 69 of J-Munch. Edwards gets back by Cody Brown briefly. These two former teammates. No longer the case. Daddy Dave's PC has crashed, taking the 79 truck out of the race. Unfortunate for Dave. Sorry, bud. Them's the breaks, I suppose. Never a good feeling when your PC takes you out. Edwards and Brown still battling. Both these guys historically very good at Chicagoland. Oh, Ethan Evers grabbing a little bit of the outside wall, coming out of turn 4. Let's check back in on the back of the top 10. Hurst, Newton kind of gotten away from this pack. Rivard up to the 11th spot. J-Munch riding in 12th. Davison 13th. Alkire's falling to 14th and under attack from Ian Montrose. A couple of forward F-150s doing battle. Montrose tries to get a little side draft and breaks down to get away. Montrose clears to 14th. Alkire drops back to 15th. Lucas Weisman, meanwhile, getting by Cody Brown and working his way past Mike Edwards. The Toyontiac. Toyota Tundra with Pontiac taillights and a Pontiac grill on the front. Lucas always says it's powered by Pontiac. It's gotten him the last 2 championships, so why change it? Even with the new Toyota, he's put it back on there. Contending for championship number 3 in the trucks. Edwards able to stay ahead of Lucas for now. Ethan Evers looking to the inside of Cody Brown. Nothing doing that time through. Alkire under attack once again. Karsten, J.R. Deal. See Asherbranner and Elston. Alkire must have burnt them tires up early on that Navy forward. He's fallen way back. Brown and Evers still doing a little bit of battle.
If you want by, I'm not pushing it here.
So don't let me have that.
Yeah, we've been green since our lap 2 accident.
We're good.
Trucks run 50% fuel. So we'll see when that comes into play. Actually, we have 70%. 70% fuel tonight. 3 sets of tires. 1 fast repair and 3 green white checkers. A number of guys had to use their fast repair on that lap 2 accident. Check in, see when our fast repairs were used. Hurst has used one. Floyd used his fast repair. Check our split here to see if the guys outside the top 20 have used almost all of them. Mullins, Lawrence, and Llewellyn all had to use up theirs. I think Nal and Giles have been doing a little bit of battle, trading the second spot a little bit. The insider info from the teams would seem that the setup sucks. Well, no one's ever happy with the setup. Tanner keeping his 12 truck up ahead of the 7, allowing his teammate Giglio to just disappear. Giglio now on nearly a 3-second lead. Giles pops up to the high side, nothing doing. Tries to cut back underneath now. Unable to find a way through. Insider info of the red spoilers. Traffic is a blank. A swear word, huh? You fast forward it and work at Homestead? Jeez. Wonder why that's happening. Giles to the
touch it at 27, sorry.
inside of Tanner now. Let's see if the 41 goes with the 7 or the 12. Looks like the 41 kind of side drafted the 12. Let the 7 get on out in front. Now Giles 2.8 seconds back of Blake Giglio. We'll see if he can work that down or not. Oh! Justin Hahn's getting a little contact to the back of the 12. A little more contact.
Stop fucking blocking me.
This is going to get ugly. Yep. Knew that was coming.
You about wrecked yourself trying to do it. Like I was clearly passing you there and you chose to come down in front of me and it was too late.
Oh, Mike Edwards trying to get by Tanner now. That is Billy Davison. Davison pitting from the 14th spot. Tanner now going to come down. 12 truck coming down on lap 35, first of our lead group. Looks like he may have a little front end damage on that machine after the contact with the 41 truck. Now we will see speed. Giles
27 pitting this lap.
is making a little inroads on Giglio, but Giglio coming to pit road. Leader Blake Giglio is in. Ethan Evers also on pit road. 68.
At 14,
Davison's
myself
in.
and the 7 are pitting this time.
41 and 7 coming down this time by. So they were able to go 1 lap longer.
I'm pitting, Quinn.
Cody Brown coming to pit road from 5th. Lucas Hoitzma stays out in the 97.
Car stopped on the front.
There's a car around on the front stretch. Who was that? I cannot tell who that was. Stops on the front stretch.
You get off my butt. No, we touched it, but
Lucas Hoitzma went right by him, so let's go back and see who that was on the front stretch. '27, Hunter Karsten. Go back and find what happens to him.
Well,
Yeah, that just screwed me up.
since I'm out of the race now, that wreck was on the 27 for spinning on the front stretch. He'll be receiving an EOL penalty. And
27.
I am watching now, so you behave yourself.
Blows pit road.
We're checking up going in 3. Checking up going in 3.
Then decides to come back to the track.
okay.
Gasses it up
This
too
time I'm
hard.
gonna stay behind the 54.
Gasses up too hard again. Hits the outside wall. Stops on the front stretch. And then brings the yellow out. Struggling to get that truck
Where's the 41?
up to speed. So he's still trying to break loose. Those tires just gone on that 27. He touched the butt. That's probably been my favorite comment so far. So the 27 having a bit of a struggle. Bill Rivard on pit road.
So I'm gonna need a black player since iRacing can't make their mind up when that happens. Because I need the 43 and to pass me. And he can't pass because he has to stay on someone else.
Has it given you the black flag yet? Like,
No. Okay, now we're good.
Lots of
if
things going on.
anybody needs a black flag, clearly got. Tell me what it's for.
Alright, so our leader is Cody Giles in the 7. Justin Mons, the 41's is 2nd. Lucas Hoitzma 3rd in the 97. Quinn Newton 4th, the 88. Richard Hurst in the 22 is your top 5. Order being shuffled with these yellow flag and the pit stops. Cody Brown's trapped a lap down. Jake Lawrence and Cliff Mullins have now gotten to 1 lap down. Scott Elston will be the wave around truck, as will Ethan Evers. Blake Giglio, who was our leader, now 17th. Christopher Alkire, Billy Davidson, Mike Edwards, all going to be wave around trucks. Jay Munch coming back to rejoin the back of the field in 13th. Looks like Tanner now has chosen to top off with fuel in the 12. Comes down, heads back out. Looks like we have 6 wave around trucks in front of our leader. Field gets the one to go. Those 6 trucks will haul ass to the back of the pack. What up, Daddy Mike? Mikey is currently 14th. He got trapped with the pace car coming out when it did after he had just pitted, so he's currently behind the pace car. Going to get the wave around. He'll be on the lead lap. But trapped bound in 14th. He'd been running pretty good. He was up in the top 5. Then the 27 truck trying to pit. Missed pit road, then wrecked trying to get back on track. It was a mess. So the red spoilers now sit in P1, P2. Cody Giles, Justin Mons will be your front row as the wave around trucks haul around the track to try to catch the field. Edwards was in the top 5. Giglio was our leader. Billy Davison, Christopher Alkire, Ethan Evers, Scott Elson, all trapped by that yellow. Cody Brown was running strong as well, now currently in 20th. 1 lap down. Cliff Mullins, Jake Lawrence both came to pit road, so now you're now 2 laps down. There's Lawrence heading back out. So 3 trucks off the lead lap. Brown, Mullins, and Lawrence. We get set for the restart. Control truck will be the 7 of Giles on the bottom. Mons up top. Hoytsman, Newton second row. Couple teammates. And you have Hurst and Deal in row number 3. Here we go. Pace car off the track.
68.
We're just randomly saying 68 for some reason. Cody Giles gets us restarted.
Flag. They didn't catch up in time. Yeah, I was
Okay.
trying to.
Got the luck flag. Giles
Two
clears to the front. 41. Mons looked like a team play. Jumped right in behind him. Hoytsman looking to the high side with his teammate Quinn Newton.
Freaking kidding me.
We got trouble in the back. Giglio.
That's net code for you. I got net code from the car on the bottom and it threw me up into you. Fantastic.
Wow. Let's jump on the rear chase here for Blake Giglio. Not the one I want, but we'll keep an eye on that anyway. Could be interesting. Davison down low. Giglio trying to run the middle. Oh my goodness.
Pace
Nick.
car on the back stretch, middle
Big
back
time
stretch.
netcode. And that was our former leader Blake Giglio getting quite significant damage from that. See if we can take a look from the far chase. It's the one we meant to go with. See a little netcode, then
After
shoots right up
review,
into
that
him.
was a hell of a lot of net code, so that's going to be dealt as a racing incident.
Yay, iRacing!
Should be called a netcode incident. There's nothing racing about that. But there it is. Netcode, big time.
But it's a sim, right?
Yes, it's a sim. This randomly happens in real racing. People lose control for no reason. One more look at it on board.
Lucky dog outside. Get the hell out of the way.
Cody Brown getting the lucky dog. Warning people to move. Just netcode, boom. Billy Davison to Giglio up into Lawrence. They both get up into the outside wall. Coming out of turn number 2. Giglio takes his fast repair. Heads back out on track. I agree, Jake. That was your second hit, right? So you're done, basically. Unfortunately, that one was just not a whole lot you could do. As Margison says, welcome to my life. Right? They're like, we fixed netcode. No. No, you didn't. You made it worse. It wasn't this bad before. Watch over NASCAR winner number 7. I guess we're talking about the truck race. It's my best guess. So the Spire Motorsports team.
Again, if you have a black flag, you have to tell me and I can clear it for you
I don't know.
within reason.
Don't know who's having black flag issues.
Well, can I get a wave around because of Daniel?
Get a waiver.
You took me out too, so that's not going to happen.
Lead back, iRacing
Oof.
can't get scoring loose, right? Ooh.
Cat's tearing up things. I was like, what is that noise? Alright, lap 45 of 130. About a third of the way through. second-ish, third-ish, 10%. Your race leader is the 7 of Cody Giles. Do we have him in Discord? Nope. We need to get a Team Red Spoilers Discord channel so that we can interview when they're out front. There's a driver's channel if they wanted to join that. But I guess we'll just interview other people. We'll get to that next time his lights are out on the pace car. Don't want to go distracting folks. Although it can be fun. It's just not very nice. Not on our Discord though is what I'm saying. I can pull drivers in from our Sidewinder Discord to chat during the race, but you're not on there. We would bring them up and interview them during the race so they can shout out their sponsors and say how great their team is. 10-4, Kaifer. Yeah, there's a team registration section on the Sidewinder page. That's how you would just sign your team up there. You'll get a radio spot. I can yell at them all. Thanks, Kaifer. Appreciate it. We're getting set for this restart. Giles, the control truck on the inside. White number 7. Gets us restarted at Chicagoland. Did not get a big jump this time as the rest of the field stays right with them. We stay 2 by 2 most of the way through the field. Giles edges out ahead of his teammate, Justin Mons. Clears up in front of him, leaving the bottom to Lucas Hoitzman, the 97. Hoitzman going to try to solo it as his teammate stuck up on the outside. Quinn Newton, 88 car, which you just saw blink out, come back. Richard Hurst in the 22 coming up there. I think we got some trouble in the background.
Y'all, goddamn.
Caution is out. What happens here? Looks like Asherbranner and Davison get together. Just ride with the 31. Jump on fire chase here. See what we get. So there's a big gap up to the front of the pack. Truck riding the wall a little bit. Can't tell who that is. Looks like the 31 comes down to get away from him. That's the 69 of J Munch up in the wall. Asherbranner comes down to get away from him, but finds the 54. 17, 69, 43 all make contact. A lot goes on here. We might be better off on blimp view. See the 31 trying to get away from the 69, comes down a little too far into the 54 of Davison. Davison then checks up. 43 of Alkire gets in the back of the 17, then into the back of the 69 as the 43 was unable to check up. J Munch gets into Cody Brown, shoots him up into the outside wall. Brown then drifts down into Alkire again. Alkire gets back into Davison. Davison hits Mullins. Mullins gets up in the air.
The 31 and 54 incident is neck code, and the 69 and 43 incident are also neck code.
We watch something different. Wow. A lot transpired there. And Mullins not able to get a lucky dog from that. That's probably why he was so angry. Mullins picking up some damage after going through that. Aerial coverage provided by StackUp. StackUp.org. Head on over there and check out how you can use gaming to support our veterans. Veterans are our mission. Gaming is our passion. Awesome charity group they have over there. Did our red spoilers come over? No, they did not. So, let's see if we can go talk to Richard. Richard, it's DG. Got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, you sitting there in P2, having fun out there?
Yes, I'd like to see a little bit more green flag laps, but caution, breed caution. So, but it is pretty fun. We've got a lot of fast guys behind us, so we're going to be looking for them to come back up towards the front.
Yes, sir. Looks like the draft very much in play here. Is that kind of how you're feeling behind the wheel too?
Yes, the Highline is definitely the way to go because you can catch the draft coming out of the corners. So, yeah.
Very good. All right, we'll let you get set for this restart. Good luck, sir.
I appreciate it.
That was the 22 Richard Hurst riding in P2 right now. Always nice for our drivers to let us interview them while they're out there on track. See if we can get a chat with Mr. JR Teal. JRDG, you got a copy?
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. Sitting
What's
there,
up?
sitting there in P4. You having some fun out there?
Heck yeah.
You got the Venom helmet on.
These
Look at you.
names.
Right? Got all kind of new folks up there.
This is fun.
Right? It's good to see the league growing.
Yes, very much so.
Hopefully we can get it.
And what am I doing up here? I don't know. Don't know.
What you're
How
doing
this
is
happening.
what you're doing is looking good, sir.
I appreciate it.
We're on board. Check out your fire suit. Looks very entertaining with the Venom helmet. You got anything you want to shout out to your friends back home real quick?
Just 10 tenths, boys. These guys are the reason why I'm here. Thank you for the car.
Yes, sir.
And, hey, Pop. I know you're watching.
There you go. Get set for a restart. Good luck to you, sir.
Appreciate it, brother.
Moving back down to his team, and we're good to go. That was JR Deal. Currently in the 4th spot, second truck on the outside line, a bright yellow machine. Would have interviewed our red spoiler guys, but they're not over in our Discord. We'll get that straightened out next week, hopefully, so we can give them their love they deserve. Pace car makes that sharp left down pit road. We're getting set for the restart. Giles leads him down. Hurst on his outside. Teammate Mons in tow. For some reason jumps way back. That was really unexpected. Mons clears into second. Hurst struggling a little bit on that high line. Tanner now getting back up to the 3rd spot. And look out. Tanner now is now up to the 41 truck again. We'll have to see how these two trucks behave. Now comes up in front of his teammate Giglio, gets contact. Giglio then gets close to Edwards, nearly some door-to-door contact. Things getting a little spicy. Settle down for now. 7 and 41. Giles and Mons clear to the lead and second. You have this gaggle of trucks. Edwards and Giglio and the Toyotas down low. Nowell and Hurst in the Fords up high. Edwards gets cleared to 3rd. Giglio trying to follow suit. Heard Hurst say it was the top was the way to go. Right now he's getting passed by the trucks from the bottom. Now clears into the 5th spot. Hurst now 6th. Has Lucas Hoisma behind him. Those two had a whale of a battle at the short track last week. Hurst now using that top line to get by Tanner now. So maybe the restart, the bottom's good for a lap or two. And then Hurst showing why that outside line was his favorite. Lucas Hoisma trying to get by Tanner now. Battle for the 6th spot between teammates. And you have Evers and I believe that is TJ Floyd. Welcome back, TJ. Being single file up towards the front, we'll watch Ethan Evers and Tanner now battle for the 7th spot. Hoytsman able to get by. Now Powers by on the outside, but the yellow flag is out as the 69 of J-Munch has gone around. Looks like Cody Brown. Netcode again. Big time netcode. My goodness, this is out of hand. That's just unbelievable how much netcode between these two trucks. You can fit a motorcycle between there. Look at it. Around goes J-Munch and 69 off the netcode from the 17. Unreal. And this is iRacing saying they fixed netcode. Sorry, iRacing, it was better before. Back to the drawing board
That
you go.
caution again was brought out by Netco between Cody and J Munch. You could fit a bike between the two of them.
What kind of bike?
A big bike.
A nice
very
one.
big bike.
A nice bike.
A taxi one?
No, it sucks having all the girls in a house and only one bathroom. Oof. And big boy V8. Giglio to pit road with Hurst. Hoytsman coming down as well. Nowell. Truck's choosing to come down here on lap 58.
Lucky dog going high.
Not many staying out, really. The 3 Red Spoilers teammates, Floyd, Evers, and Edwards, all staying out. It's like Cody Brown stayed out too. Fuel only for Giglio, Hoytsma, Nowell, all fuel only stops. It's like J-Munch getting some damage repair. Asher ran a fuel only. Elston may have gotten tires. 14-second stop for Elston. Hirsch was on pit road for 26 seconds, so maybe some damage repair for him. He's fallen back to 17th, was running up towards the front. Long stop for Montrose too. Believe he was trying to get damage done. 27 seconds for him. J-Munch still getting some damage done. He rolls off after a 39-second stop. Like JR Deal has right side damage to the 9 truck. Not sure where he got that. Thought he was okay. We were just talking to him, looking good. Now he's all right side's torn up. GTA 6 Netcode City. Yeah, this netcode's out of hand. It's bad. Really, really bad. That should be the rule. First driver out of the race has to do race control.
Oh,
Well, can't chat with the 741. Let's go grab Mikey. I was not even racing and I got wrecked. Michael, DG, get copy.
Hi.
Hi. Well, you're sitting there in the 3rd spot. Tell me kind of how your thoughts are on the race so far.
Yeah, kind of off strategy because I was the wave around. That one caution kind of screwed me, but back up to 3rd. Pretty confident in my long run speed for once, so we'll see.
That is unusual for you. What's the difference? What's changed?
I don't know. Just more focused, trying to get my redemption win here.
Tan 4 sitting there in 3rd spot. 2 more spots to go, and you'll be in position to do so. You think you got anything for that 7 and 41?
I don't know. There's a lot of fast guys here. Blake had almost a 3-second lead there on that first run, so that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, he was able to get clear of the draft and get a little bit of space.
Hey, he's in the middle of the pack, doesn't have a faster pair, so I mean,
things could happen is what you're saying.
yeah, you never know.
Especially if the 12 gets back up to the 41.
I mean, I could have the broadcast curse and lose in turn 1. You really never know.
I mean, that's happened before, but...
Yeah, let's not talk about it.
Alright, bud, good luck.
Thanks, bud.
That's Mike Edwards in the 14 truck there. Fort Worth screen printing Toyota. I had Lease on the side. We're getting set for another restart. We have 20 trucks on the lead lap, and then Cliff Mullins 2 laps down. Mullins hoping this yellow fever continues so he can get back on the lead lap. I'm actually surprised at how much yellow we're having for Chicagoland. Is what it is. Cody Giles on the restart gets away from his teammate. Teammate does not get clear of Mike Edwards, so Edwards going to try to use the draft to pick up second here.
Sorry, Bandy, they checked up real bad.
Edwards around the bottom. Does he get clear? He's so close. So close. Giles moves up to give his teammate the draft. That's going to pull this 41 alongside the 14 again. Side by side for second. Field works their way out of forward to the line. Begin lap 63. Closing in on halfway. 29 Mayhew Jr. gets a little out of shape. Collects it back together. Back there racing with Hoytsma and Giglio. Side by side. Edwards and the 41 of Mons. Oh yeah, the new Cup cars are so on edge, Rev, so on edge. Edwards still taking the fight, and now his teammate Ethan Evers is caught up. Seven of Giles is trying to offer enough drafts to his teammate in 41, Justin Mons, to clear into second. I think you're going to get it done here. That definitely took a lot longer than they expected. So red spoilers 1, 2, Fort Worth screen 3 and 4. And you got Meatball on 5th. CTC 6th. Floyd runs for himself in 7th. And CTC 8, 9, 10. Things settle down. Single file for the moment. Edwards going to peek to the high side with Evers. Just give him something to think about. Hoysa trying to close in on Cody Brown for the 5th spot. Giglio side by side with TJ Floyd. Giglio going to try to slide up in front of Floyd. Floyd going to pull the crossover. He thinks about it, but then decides to get between the two team trucks. Probably a wise decision to keep them drafting by on his high side together. Edwards still harassing the back of the 41 of Bonds. This battle has brought Cody Brown and Lucas Hoytsma back up to him. Got 2 Chevys out front and then 4 Toyotas. We have made it past halfway in this one. Starting to get that green flag feel to it. Getting a little spread out. Hopefully the netcode will chill out and we'll be able to get some racing in. Justin Mons looking for the race lead on his teammate. I believe Mons led that lap, so he will get credit for leading a lap. at Chicagoland. Two team trucks side by side for the race lead. I believe Mons is going to tuck back in line behind Giles. Probably a well-orchestrated team plan to pick up the point there. Hoyts has gone to the outside of Ethan Evers and closing in on Mike Edwards. Giglio has caught the back of this group. Now it's a 7-truck affair.
Oh, my bad.
You're good.
I think Hoyts
Good trash.
lightly bumped on the back of the 14.
Shut up, noob.
Quinn Newton just called the two-time champion trash.
I will wreck your ass.
So 2 Chevys leading 5 now Toyotas. First Ford is back in 10th. Those of you Blue Oval fans. Giles continues to lead over teammate Justin Mons. Lucas Huisma trying to find a way by Mike Edwards. I believe
Sorry about that.
contact between the 8 of Evers and the 97. Fantastic save from Lucas Huisma.
That was close. I almost threw it.
What a save, Lucas Huisma. That truck control, very impressive. That sends Evers back to the 7th spot and allows Quinn Newton to catch up, as has TJ Floyd. Tanner now, Bill Rivard. So really this is an 11-truck train now. Giles out front. Kicks off lap 73. Stack up butt pucker of the moment. Yes. Butt pucker moment of the night. Brought to you by Stack Up. 17 Cody Brown in the outside wall. That's going to allow Ethan Evers to get to his inside and Quinn Newton. Brown getting a little too wide on corner entry. Trying to get the widest arc he can. Sometimes you get a little too wide. Brown falls back to the 8th spot as a result. Quinn Newton sliding up the track, getting tight. Cody Brown going to keep his foot in it on the high side. Gets into the wall again, and Brown 2 times in 2 laps getting into the outside wall. This time coming out of 2. Trying to keep his foot in it. You know what he's certainly trying to do to stay on the outside of Newton. But Brown again into the outside wall. 17 truck using up that right side. Falls back behind Tanner now and Bill Rivard out of the top 10. Cody Brown drops to 11th, the last truck in the train. Meanwhile, up towards the front, got Hoytson and Giglio working the top side of Mike Edwards. The CTC team trucks trying to push their way to the front. Seems you gotta have a teammate to make it work out here. Those two able to clear Edwards. So red spoilers 1-2, CTC 3 and 4, Fort Worth Screen Boys in 5th and 6th. See if Huisma and Giglio can run down our front 2 trucks of Giles and Mons. They're within a second, so they're getting the drafts. Ethan Evers around the outside of his teammate, Mike Edwards. Perhaps Edwards not saving the tire like he thought he was. Falling back a little bit. Cody Brown looks like he's struggling with that right side damage. He's falling back quite a bit from that pack. TJ Floyd's falling back to the 10th spot. Going the wrong way. Got Bill Rivard Tanner now right in front of him. Gap up front, kind of maintaining about a half second between the 41 and the 97. Giglio's closing in though, maybe able to start pushing him a little bit. Oh yeah, definitely helping now as he picked up a 1/10 of a second there. We're gonna have a battle for the second spot here before long. And a nice green flag run here. Blake Giglio, don't think he's trying to pass at the moment. I think he's just trying to help Lucas catch up to the front. Hoisman goes ahead and gives Giglio the bottom. Maybe he thinks Giglio have a little bit better time getting up there. I'm trying not to, Rev. I don't want to jinx him. Now Hoisman gets in behind his teammate. We'll see if they can run down the top two. Giles and Mons continuing show the way here at Chicagoland. 50 laps remaining.
7 pit in this
I want some. Your truck is fixed now? Oof. So the leader, Giles, coming to pit road.
41 this time.
Second place, Justin Mons
this time by.
coming down as well. We'll keep an eye on them.
49 pitting.
Giglio looking to the top.
29
CTC
pitting,
truck staying
29
out.
pitting.
Giglio is going to lead this lap. 8 of Evers getting all he can coming to the line. Gets right up just about to the back tailgate of the 41 truck. Great pit entry for the 8 there. We'll watch as our leaders make their way to pit road. Make sure they don't slide their boxes or anything. (41 and 7) peel to their pit stops. I forgot this camera
Oh,
angle
y'all
is
can kiss
terrible.
my ass.
Not sure what the ass kissing's in reference to, but Cliff being Cliff. A lot of folks on pit road right now. Cody Brown. Looks like Brown missed his box a little bit. Had to back up. TJ Floyd coming down. Mayhew Jr. on pit road. Pit road entry was a joke. Why is that? Let's see if the CCC trucks come down. Nope. Staying out on track for the CTC boys. We're going to stay on this wide camera angle so that we can keep track of people coming down pit road. Other two cameras just do not have the angle. 13 trucks on the lead lap. Mayhew rejoining. Jake did race, he just got wrecked twice back. It was a rough race for him. Real rough race for him. Truck was blocking pit road sideways on it.
Appreciate that.
Sorry, 7 old ties.
No worries, buddy.
Let's go back and see if we can see the truck sideways. Is that Cody Brown?
Car high. Again, sorry. Sorry,
No, it's
dude,
Cody
that's
Brown.
old ties, man. I'm so sorry.
17 Cody Brown wrecked it onto pit road. So that's what happened to the 17. Just a rough time for him. And Junior, Mayhew Jr. kind of locked it up and spun too. Hawkeye gets on there. Man, chaotic pit entry there. Well, thanks for the heads up there, Kiefer. Giglio's still out on track. CTC trucks maybe trying to one-stop this. Mike Edwards, the 14's brought his truck to pit road. Of course, we can't see on this angle. I promise you he's there. There he is. Let's see what our lead duo do. Strategy playing out. From here, they'd have to go 43 laps. That's a big ask. But they did top off. Let's look at our pit lap. I remember them topping off. A lot of 59s and 58s there. That would mean they're close to the 30. About another 2 laps, they'll be at the 30 mark.
Going inside the William.
Yep.
Get to see trucks side by side, yay! Looks like our 7 and 41 have come back out. It's giving me a crash report randomly. Like, that doesn't make any sense, so I went and checked it out. Bill Rivard doing battle with Tanner now. That is a battle for the 4th spot. Still have not seen Giglio Hertzman come down. It's like all these trucks are going to be trying to run the one-stop strategy, all the top 12. Something to keep an eye on as we wind down the last 40 laps here from Chicagoland. I believe if they go at about 95, they can make it. Davison says he's coming down. Gets on the pit road a little out of shape.
2 pitting next summer.
We'll see if he was able to get it slowed down enough. Scott Elson, 10th spot, also on pit road. Montrose is coming down as well.
Shot my nose like that again, it won't be so nice.
Driver's getting spicy. We'll keep an eye on Davison. Davison,
Sorry, so that I'm gonna understand if
he picked up a penalty. He's gone longer than that 14 and a half. So Davison picking up a penalty on pit entry, going to drop him down. Two of Montrose is on pit road. And 12's got teammates. The 3rd place truck is a teammate of his. If these guys get to 95, I think they can one-stop it. And 12 was just chopping the grill.
22 pitting at time, 22 pitting at time.
It's Richard Hurst coming down. Currently riding in the 6th spot. JR Deals on pit road. See the 22 of Hurst brings his forward to pit road. He chopped Bill. That's the 10. Yeah, they're not teammates.
I can't remember my number, but I'm pitting.
88. Quinn Newton, normally the 5 truck, having to run 88 since 5 was taken here. J Munch on pit road as well. Here comes Newton. Oh, Tanner now.
Bro,
Run over from behind. Mayhew, is that Mayhew Jr.? No,
Did I not just
that's
type
Giglio.
in that I was pitting and I was going to the apron when I got hit? Thank you so much, TJ.
Time pitting in.
What happened to Giglio there?
Bro, if you're typing it in, I'm not paying attention to typed in messages. I'm looking at people that are talking.
Well, that is 100% your fault. I'll let you know that I was going. Thanks for telling on yourself.
31 pitting, 31.
Wow.
You should have been off the racing surface way before that.
No, I was getting off.
And
just then.
Giglio.
That was my point.
Does pick up a penalty for that pit entry.
You want me to like get in the grandstands next time I go pit?
Wow, these guys just won't stop, will
Alright,
they?
guys, that is enough.
Bill Rivard brings
No,
his
it's not
truck to
enough.
pit
I get
road.
wrecked on lap 2 and the guy disconnects and nothing gets...
If you guys don't stop, I'm going to mute you.
Probably was already
I mean,
needed.
at least wreck each other. I need some damn wave rounds.
Oh, when he gets to me, it's going down.
Well, someone just promised an intentional wreck. It's getting spicy.
I heard that first time, man, so I didn't say nothing.
Getting very spicy out there.
I mean, it's just garbage, man. Just garbage.
People still can't shut up. Unbelievable how hard it is for people to just shut the fuck up. They just can't do it. Gotta be a whiny bitch instead. Front road to get to the end of pit road. Yeah, it's going to get entertaining somewhere. So Evers your race leader in the 8 in front of Cody Giles.
Jeez. I don't know, Tanner stopped when you told him to. I don't...
Doesn't matter. They're both going at it. They're both getting muted.
Fair enough. I guess that means now you gotta pay attention when he types. Oh wait, I can't do that either.
Wow. Ethan Evers your leader in front of Cody
Okay,
Giles.
guys.
They have a 5-second
That's
lead.
enough.
5-second
I
lead
mean, he's
over
in front of
Mons.
me. I don't want him saying he's gonna pit and then he can't say it.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this is entertaining. 31 to go from Chicagoland. Daddy Evers rooting on Ever Fever.
I've missed you guys.
Two-truck breakaway by nearly 6/10 over Mike Edwards. Probably going to be all about who can save that right front and make it to the end on fuel. Those two things. Wow, Kuiper. That's a bit much. Hate to the front. Making all the junior fans proud. Just smoking a blunt? What? There's the 8. Nevers making sure he is seen. Bright green and brilliant blue. That Toyota is loud. To be fair, it is easier to whine than shut up. Accurate. You would know. You would know. Hell, I would
You don't
know.
want to pass?
I think Ethan Evers is trying to let the 7 by.
Buddy.
Both of them start losing time to the 3rd place truck.
Two of us.
Do you want to join the mute list? Then cool it.
What? I'm pretty sure that was just the leader and second trying not to lead. I think they're trying to save fuel. Yeah, they're definitely saving fuel, as you can see. 3rd and 4th catching up to them. Still a 5-second gap, but shrinking. So Evers and Giles, 1 and 2. And they had a long way back. Edwards in 3rd, Mons about a half-second behind him in 4th. See the black and green 69, he is off the lead lap. Richard Hirsch, your 5th place truck ahead of Quinn Newton. Then Lucas Hoisman right there with Newton. A couple of team trucks, maybe they can work together and make some progress. About a second and a half back to Ian Montrose in 8th. Bill Rivard, JR Deal battling for 9th. Deal takes it over. Tanner now been voice muted in 11th. TJ Floyd, green and black machine, rides in 12th. Scott Elston 13th. Cody Brown in 14th. Saw him have his troubles with pit road. Chris Alkire currently 15th. Mayhew Jr. also issues with pit road. He's the last truck on a lead lap. And you see behind him, there come the leaders. Evers and Giles. Depending on the speed of that lap machine, they may tuck in behind him and ride. That 29 is a teammate to the second place 7 truck. Giles looking to the outside, but I don't think he wants to pass. Just trying to see where he can get a run, I think. Coming down to 23 to go when we cross the straight. Testing the waters, exactly. Seeing what he can learn while he's riding behind him. Evers goes way to the top. Coming out of turns 3 and 4. I think he's trying to force the 7 to pass him. As those two lost a ton of time to 3rd and 4th. That gap down to 4 seconds. Yeah, Evers trying to save fuel, as is Giles. And I think they're going to use the 29 to do it. I think they're going to sit behind Mayhew Jr. and try to save the fuel. Well, Mayhew gets up to the top and out of the way, so there goes that theory. Giles and Evers get by Mayhew Jr. Mayhew now a lap down 14th. 13 trucks left on the lead lap. Mike Edwards brings the 14 to pit road with 20 to go. So Edwards knew he couldn't make it. And I don't think Giles, Evers, or Mons can make it. Just based on this pit lap, let's look. Yeah, Hurst, Rivard probably in the best shape. Evers and Mons have come to pit road. That leaves Giles on the... Giles is right at 30 right now. He's going to have to pit. So here he comes. That'll hand the lead to the 22 of Hurst. Hurst probably good to make it. Rivard definitely good to make it. Rivard went 36 laps, I think. He only has to go 34. So if Hurst can go 36, he can make it. Now we see who can
29 pitting.
Get there on fuel and who can't. And that's Mayhew Jr. coming down pit road again. Go back to gap, keep an eye. Hurst has 0.8 over Rivard. Rivard is closing in a little. 10% to the good. Yes, sir, D. Waddy. Yes, sir. Hurst across the line. 18 laps remaining. Hurst was so close to a victory last week at Martinsville. Now leading this one at Chicagoland. Rivard got a little slowed up. Was down to 8/10. Now it's back up to 1.3. 3 wide behind him. Newton and Montrose splitting Jay Winch in the 69. Montrose down to 5th with Hoytsma and Newton working together, 3rd and 4th.
is fitting. 22 is fitting.
That is Hurst coming to pit road. Interesting. So here comes the 22 down pit road, and Bill Rivard takes over. Now I'm just questioning everything I know. Brown's on pit road, Floyd's on pit road. Rivard riding behind Cliff Mullins. Right, Rev? I thought Hurst could make it. Let's take one more look at our pit laps here.
5 laps short.
5 laps short for the 22. That means Rivard would be 3 laps short if they're using similar fuel. Guys that pitted in the 100s could make it. First one of those is Evers in the 5th spot. So we feel like Evers and Edwards are good for sure. I was thinking Bill could make it. And Hoytsman is there. Rivard maybe in save mode. Doesn't look like Hoytsman is in any kind of rush to pass Bill. Hoytsman trying to stretch that fuel tank too. $13 to go from Chicagoland. And Rivard has 1 lap better fuel than Hoytsman, at least by pit stop lap. Not sure how much they've been saving this run, but by pit stop lap, Rivard has a lap over Hoytsman. 10 trucks in the lead lap. 7 of Giles and 41 of Mons. They're 7th and 8th right now. Evers and Edwards 5th and 6th.
Blake, I'm trying to stay out of your way, man.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I screwed it up. I'm running into the yellow anyway.
Hoytsman all the way down to the grass. I wonder if Hoytsman has decided to go all out here, knowing he has to fit. Because it does not look like he is saving. It was, yes, Rev. Bill Rivard looking to the bottom of Lucas Hoytsma. You would think he'd be content to just ride on the tailgate. Use the draft. Try to lift early. Coast as much as possible. 10 to go. Evers is 8 seconds back of our leaders. Looks like Newton's in fuel save mode. He's dropped back to 4.4. He was right there with Hoytsman. There goes the 22 of Hurst. Not having to save anything as he made the pit stop. Unlaps himself. Keeping our eyes peeled to these lead cars. See if someone suddenly pulls off. 8 laps remain from Chicagoland. Hoytsma continuing to lead Rivard. Montrose, Newton, Evers, your top 5. One more quick look at pit stop lap here. See, Evers and Edwards are definitely good, 5th and 6th. Top 4 trucks have all kinds of question marks about fuel. Trying to stretch those tanks and make it last to the end. Who's got enough fuel? Who did the best job saving? You see on the pit stop lap, Rivard has 1 extra lap over Hoytsma on the pit stop. Can they drag it out and bring it home? 6 to go. The 2 truck Montrose is taken to pit road. Decided he can't make it. That's what I'm thinking. Hoytsma's driving like he thinks he's got it. Rivard looks like he's trying to stay close enough to stay in the draft, but not wanting to push that number 10 too hard. Rivard peeking to the inside of Hoytsma. I think it was just a look. Rides right in line with the 2-time defending champion of the StackUp.org Truck Series. You can hear a lot of partial throttle through there. A lot of partial throttle. See the 12 truck drifting back.
I'm just praying I don't blow a tire.
Rivard all over the back of Lucas Hoytsma. Evers now into the 3rd spot as Newton's trying to save to the ends. Evers 5.4 seconds back. First truck we are certain can make it. In the 3rd spot right now. 3 laps remaining. Have these 2 saved enough? Coming through turns 3 and 4. Blake Giglio is pit. 9th place. 16 machine coming down pit road. 2 laps remaining. 3rd place Evers definitely can make it 5 seconds back. Rivard and Hoytsma battling for the lead with 2 to go. Trying to race each other but not run the tank dry at the same time. Hoytsma and Rivard side by side. Coming to the stripe to get the white flag. Do they have the fuel? Can they beat one another? Will Evers get the win based on fuel? Hoytsma and Rivard side by side through 1 and 2. Coming down the backstretch, Rivard has his nose out ahead. Do they have enough fuel to make it back to the start-finish line? Hoytsma sends it deep. Hoytsma is out of fuel. Lucas Hoytsma runs it dry. Bill Rivard getting the win.
Damn, that was cool. Good
Live
man.
wire, Mountain Dew, Chevrolet getting the victory. Second win of the season for Bill. That was a fantastic finish right there. My goodness. Bill Rivard, Lucas Hoytsma putting on a show.
I got 0.2 left.
Hoytsma second, Evers third, Giles brings it home fourth, Edwards
good win.
rebounds for a top 5, Monson 6th, Newton 7th,
right from there,
Hurst
Michael.
8th, now 9th, Asherbrenner your top 10.
Yep, dude. That was fun. Good race.
Holy cow, that was entertaining. Burn it down, Bill.
I told them so.
Right side. Pretty sure that came from Lucas Hoitzma when Lucas ran out. Bill has no fuel to do the burnout. This is the celebration right here. Just rolling through the grass. Someone go do burnouts for this man. Get one of his team trucks over there. There we go. JR Deal. One of his 10 tenths teammates. Go burn it out with him.
Push me in, JR. Push me in.
You can't help him, you ran out too. This is how we're going to do the celebration. Man, oh man, what a finish. That was exciting. Looks like JR is going to give him a little bit of a victory lap. If we can get the top 3 drivers up into the Sidewinder waiting room. Looks like we got Ethan and Bill just waiting on Lucas. Are you going to get to the garage? It doesn't work. Sad. I wish we could drive to every victory lane. That'd be great. Alright, let's go ahead and bring in our man Ethan Evers. Oh man, that's way too close. JR's doing the burnout for him. Perfect. Let's get him on track so we can get some cool shots while we interview him. Jump over here and here. Perfect. Let's bring up Ethan Evers. Ethan, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Not a whole lot. Man, oh man. What a crazy finish to that one. Looks like you were on the safe side on fuel and just trying to run down those guys trying to save. Came up about 5 seconds short, it looks like. But a great top 3 finish despite. Tell me how your race was.
It was fine. I didn't think they could make it on fuel. That's crazy. Do you know when the last time they pitted?
Rivard was 96. Lucas was 95.
That's crazy because I couldn't even get to like lap 30, 31 in practice, and I was trying to save.
Yeah, crazy amount of fuel savings. So they went, what, 20 or 35 and 34 laps, I think?
Yeah. So Williams, our strat guy, and we knew if he could do it, they could probably do it. And he was at the same strat they was, and he was able to make it. So I was like, man, if they're keeping that same 5.5 seconds is about when I seen them show up on my relative, I was like, they got to be burning it up. But I guess not, man. That was a good strat by them. They had showed out.
Yes, sir. And quite an eventful race. A lot of drafting, a lot of teammates needed to make passes out there. Is that what you were feeling behind the wheel?
Yeah, it was definitely hard to pass. Like I couldn't really get the power down on the inside because the outside was just had the momentum. You really had to get in good, but at the same time, you would burn up your tires if you try to keep it down there long enough. So it was all about just position. It was kind of like a short track deal. Probably the first few laps is real good, but then after that, you're just kind of hoping another guy messes up.
Right. All right, you got any friends, sponsors, family shout-outs you want to throw out?
I got natural sources on the card this week. I have a buddy of mine that makes organic soap. Elite, of course, they're always great to us. And the Fort Worth boys. I mean, William always with our strats, good dude. Mike always helping me out with, where everyone is on the track because I'm constantly asking them questions. I know they get probably tired of it, but other than that, I gotta thank my dad for always watching and you painting up my cars. And even though I did one a little different because I didn't want to bother you with this guy hopping on board, but
Yeah, I was like, I
you
didn't
doing the
paint that one.
broadcast.
Can't give me credit for that one. I didn't do that one.
Yeah, that's
Eyeball in
why it's
chat
so
saying, way to
ugly.
go.
Yeah, that's why this one's as pretty as yours.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. All right, bud. Congrats on the top 3 finish, and we'll let you get on out here. We'll see you back here next week.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. That was the 8 of Ethan Evers, bringing it home in the 3rd spot. Let's go ahead and find Lucas Hoyt, so he was having to get pushed back by his teammate Tanner. Now, Lucas, DG in the booth, you got a copy?
I gotcha.
Well, sir, one hell of a finish. Very entertaining. Didn't know if either one of you could make it. You ran out, looks like coming out of 4. Tell me how your race went, first of all.
A little bit of yellows at the beginning, but we had a nice green run to end it out. That pit strategy was crazy. Me and the guys decided to go down, take some fuel, top it off right before that yellow came, or right during that yellow. We were like, well, we'll be about 4 laps short, but if we can save a little bit, we might be good. And I was just hoping for one yellow in there to kind of get us there, but never got that. So, that whole second run, I was about half throttle, 3/4, and then as soon as I saw it get close, I just started full throttle to get back up to Bill, and I just tried to stay with him as good as I could. I didn't want to get too far behind. I didn't want to get too far ahead. I was just trying to stay near him, and it just he had a little bit more than me, and he stayed a little bit better, and that was a good win by him. He got that perfectly.
Tanner says he feels accomplished. He pushed P2 to his pit stall.
Oh, thank you, Tanner. Thank you.
Oddball says congrats and on the P2.
Thank you, sir.
You got any friends, family shout-outs you want to throw out there? I see you brought the Toyantiac back. I very much appreciated that.
Yeah, we finally got the decals printed out, slapped it on there. It's looking good. It's finally feels good to be Pontiac powered again. But Labor 12 on the hood. I always got to shout him out.
Labor 12 on the hood and tailgate, and down on the side, in front of the rear tires, all over that truck. Then you got the beautiful new CTC logos looking sharp.
Oh, thank you.
All right, bud. Congrats on your P2, Mr. Back-to-back defending champion, going for another one here. Good luck to you.
Thanks, sir. See you next week.
As Lucas waits for bringing it home in P2, and we'll go find the 10 of Bill Rivard. Bill, DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Remember when you laughed at me when I said you were going to win this race?
Hey, man. Look, I talked to the crew chief. He gave me a little DW special there. We're good.
You got that extra gallon of fuel hiding up in the roll bars?
No, just good saving. That's all. But let out a little lead balls when they're on
yes, sir.
straightaway there. But
you had that 1 lap extra, like you came in topped off 1 lap later than Lucas did, and that seemed to be the difference as he ran out of 4 and you were able to power down to the win.
Yeah, I had 0.2 left coming to the line. So he almost got me.
He did.
That was a hell of a race. I need a beer.
It sounds like you're still jacked up after.
Oh, I am. My hands are shaking because
it means you did it right.
I don't know. I might have a heart attack one of these races, man. We can't have that.
I mean, there's worse ways to go.
True. Very true.
might as well go doing something fun. None of us make it out anyway, right?
Yeah, you just see me head on into 4 one of these times. You know what happened.
Yep. What happened? Oh, sad. Pour one out for Bill.
Yeah, right.
All right, bud. You got any family sponsors you want to throw out?
Just the whole 10-10s, man. They're always fun to be around. Good strategies and yeah, it's just I don't know what to do in these things. I was thinking of it earlier about doing like a whole country accent, but I can't be bothered. I'm sweating. I feel like I ate 4 cheeseburgers.
Oh gosh.
It's just.
Well, special shout out to JR Deal for doing your burnouts for you.
Yes, shout out. I was able to spin it through the grass once. That's all that mattered.
And JR finishing off with the smoke show at the end, pinning you up against the wall, and it's a good teammate right there. Good teammate.
Oh yeah, he's the best.
Well, it's your second win on the season. Now you are clear out in front, the wins leader on the season so far. How's that feel?
Surprising, honestly. Being I would call this my rookie year. I ran 2 races last year.
Yeah, you still be a rookie in NASCAR standard.
Yeah, so I mean, for me to have 2 wins right now, I'm feeling very surprised. I'm keeping my streak of top 5s for the truck series. Feels good.
Yes, sir. All right, we'll let you get on out of here. One more thing you have to mention, though. You didn't mention your painter.
Oh, well, Jay Munch over there. He's he finally got paid, which is a big deal. And so he shouldn't have any more grief towards me. No more bumping.
Yeah, painters love when they get paid.
Away. And he got paid in advance for a couple schemes too. So
beautiful. Beautiful. Oddball says, congrats on the win, Bill.
Thanks, sir.
All right, we'll let you get on out of here.
Sunshine Speedway.
There you go. both of you on that Facebook page, if I remember correctly.
Yes, sir.
See, I remember some things on occasion. Not useful things, but some things.
Hey, man, it's the small details.
Yes, sir. All right, Bill, congrats on your victory. Have a great time celebrating that one. We'll catch you back here next week.
Thanks, sir.
That's Bill Rivard in the 10, getting the win tonight. Fantastic race, very entertaining. That finish was wild. I kind of want to go back and take a look at it one more time because, oh man, that was intense. See if we can pick up anything here. So yeah, that's where Lucas ran out of gas. His last 2 laps were absolutely insane. They were just side by side, both trying to get ahead of one another and not use too much fuel to run out. This was coming to the white, I believe. And Bill was ever so slightly ahead there. Both of them probably watching their fuel more than one another. Fortunately, netcode doesn't come into play here at all. First half of the race, we saw netcode all over the place. Let's head down into 3 and 4 on the final lap. Lucas gets it ahead, charges it in there. And then that's where he runs out. That's where that right side damage comes from on the 10. A little brush with the 97. Hoistman out of gas. Heartbreak for the 97, but the 10 goes on to win. Man, oh man, what a finish. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at your final standings from the race. Close some things out here. We can get that up. Results page. Boom. Bill Rivard, your winner. Hoytsma coast to the finish, 1.5 seconds behind. Ethan Evers was good on gas. He had already made his pit stop and was running them down, but not able to get there. Ethan finishes in 3rd. Cody D. Giles, the Red Spoilers team, comes home in 4th. Mike Edwards 5th. Justin Mons in 6th. Quinn Newton 7th. Richard Hurst rebounded back up to 8th. Tanner now had a spicy race, winds up 9th. Will Asherbranner on the same strategy as I believe Hoistman and Rivard gets it done, getting a top 10. So great rebound for William after a sluggish start. Let's go to the next page. Cody Brown in 11th, Scott Elston 12th, Ian Montrose 13th, Scott Mayhew Jr. 14th, Christopher Alkire brings it home 15th, Jay Munch in 16th, J.R. Deal 17th, Billy Davidson 18th, Blake Giglio 19th, TJ Floyd in 20th. Giglio not able to rebound from getting that pit entry penalty. Next page. Cliff Mullins, Jake Lawrence, Hunter Carson, Daniel Llewellyn, Dave Hoysa, and then Zach Margerson, the reluctant race control after his fast repair did not work on that lap 2 crash. Tough break for him, but he will be back next week. That's how our 26 racers finished tonight. Hope you guys have enjoyed. For legal reasons, I have to say this has been iRacing.com. You can go to that website, pick up a subscription, these cars and this track, and come on out and race with us. You can go to dgsracing.com, click on the big red snake. That'll get you to our Discord where you can come on out and race with us on Monday with the ARCA cars, Tuesday Xfinity, Wednesday we have Cup League, Thursday you see these trucks, but also the Super Lates run just before these trucks. Friday we have Fun Night where we run hosted races and give away $10 iRacing credit to the driver with the best average finish. Then on Saturday, we have the Legends Series running the little 34 Ford Coupes. And then on Sunday, we have the Street Stocks running both dirt and asphalt street stocks on a variety of tracks. So hope you guys come on out, check it out. Appreciate you guys being here. I hope you enjoyed today's broadcast, and we will catch you in the next race.